Well, hey there, guys. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing pretty decent. I just got home from work a little bit ago, and this video will probably go up. I'll probably put this up later this morning because I'm filming this right now. It is 3 o'clock in the morning, and yeah. So I wanted to do it now because I've thought about doing this for a bit, and I'm finally getting the opportunity to do it as Pebbles is trying to pull something out of here. but but we know the topic of expansion is it's always on the horizon. It seems for the NHL. The amount of money that would be there, and apparently the potential future expansion teams, it might cost them around $2 billion, and that's a lot of money. But there's one place that a lot of us hockey fans really want to see come back. We want to see these guys back. We want to see the Quebec Nordiques come back. I, for one, really want to see it. And I came up with 3 pros as to why the NHL should bring back the Quebec Nordiques, and 3 cons as to why I don't think the NHL will bring back the Quebec Nordiques. Now, the first pro here, I figure I'll do pros first. The first pro as to why I think they should bring back the Nordiques is you have the built-in fan base. The fans are already there. The fans are, the fans, they love the Nordiques. When they were not real good, the fans were still selling out Les Colisées, and it was amazing. I mean, during that time when they were absolutely horrid, the fans still came to the game. They still came to the game. They still loved coming to the games, and it was crazy. It really was a crazy atmosphere. And so you're guaranteed to sell out the home games every single night. Which brings me to damn cap. Brings me to the second pro. You already have a ready-made arena. You already have an arena that is all ready to go. The Videotron Center will seat over 18,000 people. If it could have happened where the Videotron Center could have replaced Les Colisées back in 1995, the Quebec Nordiques, to me, would still be in the NHL. But, the whole thing with arenas, and public money and everything, and it didn't happen. And oddly enough, just yesterday was the 30th anniversary of the Quebec Nordiques being sold to the corporation that moved them to Denver, Colorado. So, they got the arena hoping to draw the NHL back to them, which, I mean, it's logical. It is I mean, the arena would sell out, the fans would sell out, the team I think would be pretty good, and I mean, these jerseys, oh yeah, it would look fantastic. The third pro as to why I think the Nordiques should come back, that the NHL should let the Quebec Nordiques come back, is the rivalry with the Montreal Canadiens. I mean, that rivalry was one of the best rivalries I have ever seen. I mean, they hated each other. The Nordiques and the Canadiens just it was magic. Those two teams absolutely could not stand each other. It's a lot like how Boston and Montreal are. Only this is, I mean, we're talking a provincial rivalry here, and they did not like each other. It was insane, and I think that rivalry with Montreal would be a great thing to have if the Quebec Nordiques came back. You have to have them in the same division, obviously. At least to me, you would have to have them in the same division. I think you'd be nuts not to. But yeah, I mean, it just that logically it makes sense. You've got the fan base, you've got the arena, and you've got the built-in rivalry with the Montreal Canadiens. Three big reasons why I think the Quebec Nordiques should come back to the NHL, should be allowed to come back to the NHL. Now, the three cons as to why I don't think the league is going to allow them back into the league. Reason number one is this. The value of the Canadian dollar. I think that is a big impediment to the NHL bringing a team back to Quebec. The Canadian dollar is, I believe, right now 72 cents. It's the Canadian dollar compared to the US is, I believe, 72 cents right now. That's not good. That is not good. I believe it was somewhere in that neck of the woods where all of these teams were leaving in the first place. When Winnipeg left, Quebec left, the Canadian dollar was not good. It was not good then. It's not good now. And the the fact that everything is paid in American dollars is it's a ton of money. I mean, if it's going to be $2 billion for a team, that is an insane amount of money that whoever would own the Quebec Nordiques would literally have to come up with that kind of money. And that's a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. And I don't know. $2 billion is a lot of money to put there. And I don't see the NHL looking at the value of the Canadian dollar and thinking that they're gonna that the juice is gonna be worth the squeeze. I mean, honestly, number two in the cons as to why I don't think the NHL will go back to Quebec is this. The size of the market. Now, the size of the market, the NHL, they're kind of big on being in big markets. They want to be in big areas where they can make a ton of money. That's the whole point. That's why they are continuing to. That's why they're most likely going to give Atlanta a third bite at the apple, because Atlanta is a huge metropolitan area. It is a big, big market. That's why a place like Houston is potentially in the running. Potentially also, there's been rumors New Orleans maybe could want in on that. Could want in on this. It is insane, and they're all big markets. They're all big markets, and the NHL they love money. You're gonna pay if you're gonna pay them $2 billion to join the NHL fraternity. Yeah, they want the big money. They want that big money, and they definitely love having that money. And the market size for Quebec, to me, it's not appealing. It's not appealing to the NHL, at least I believe. And the third reason is this. And this, to me, is a big one. Sponsorship and advertising. The NHL, I don't think, looks at Quebec City and believes that, oh, we can get a bunch of corporate sponsors here. I honestly think they could you can get corporate sponsors anywhere, no matter where you are. But in the owners' minds, I don't think they look at Quebec and say, "Yeah, we're going to get a boatload of corporate sponsors, and we'll be able to advertise a lot." I think that's a big thing that the NHL loves to do. Also, we know they love the ads. They love the advertisements. They love those sponsorships. I mean, you see it all over the boards. All over the boards, the digital ads, the ads on the jerseys now, which I'm still not a fan of. But that's a big thing for the NHL. They love that corporate money. They love having that corporate money. And I don't think they look at Quebec and think that they can get that corporate money in Quebec. And so I think that's a big reason. Again, the pros, plenty of pros here. The fan base would be great, would be fantastic. The arena is all ready to go. It's a ready-made building. The instant rivalry with the Montreal Canadiens, fantastic. But the reason why I don't think the NHL looks at Quebec as a viable spot for an expansion team, the Canadian dollar, not good right now. The size of the market is not what the NHL is looking for. They're looking for big markets. That's why they're looking at Atlanta, Houston, New Orleans, hell, maybe even Arizona again. Arizona might get another bite at the apple before Quebec does. And because it's, again, big market size, big, a lot of people. Quebec does not have that. They don't have that. They don't have that big market size that they're wanting. And the corporate sponsors and the advertiser and the advertisements. I don't think they look at Quebec and are like, yeah, we're not going to get a lot of corporate money out of there. And I think those are big reasons as to why I don't think the Quebec Nordiques will come back. I want to see them come back. I really want to see them come back. it would be amazing. The hockey would be amazing. The fans would be amazing. I mean, this jersey back on the ice for a team, I think would be incredible. One other thing, too, that another reason why we probably won't see them come back, I guess this could technically be a fourth, but I mean, you see, with the Carolina Hurricanes have like a Hartford Whaler night. I think 1 or 2 times a year, where the Hurricanes will bust out those Whalers jerseys, whether it's the green one, the white one. I'd love to see the blue one make an appearance, but they're already showing. The Hurricanes are already showing. Hey, we're honoring the Hartford Whalers. So why would the NHL let the Hartford Whalers come back if the Carolina Hurricanes are already skating around in Whaler colors? Same thing with Quebec, because apparently, now still haven't heard anything definitive, but for Colorado's 30th anniversary, it's looking like they're bringing this back. It looks like this is going to be their 30th anniversary jersey. They are going to bring back the blue Nordiques jerseys. At least that's kind of the scuttlebutt. I mean, reading the articles and that, we still have not heard anything definitive. So, I mean, I can't necessarily say for sure that that is what they're going to do. But if they bring this back, why would they need a team? The NHL would probably go and say, well, why would we need a team in Quebec when Colorado can break that out and have that as an alternate, and we can make a ton of money off that merchandise. I'm already, they haven't been there since 1995. I've got a Nordiques jersey. I got a couple of Nordiques jerseys. I got a Nordiques hat. Fantastic looking hat, by the way. Hat World. Hatworld.com, I think, is where I got this hat. But, what type of hat? What is it? Oh, yeah. It's a New Era hat, too. But yeah, I mean, so if the Avalanche are going to bring back the blue Nordiques, if they're going to bring that back, yeah, the NHL is going to look at that and be like, well, why would we need the Nordiques? Why would we need to put a team in Quebec? We're already going to make a ton of money off the Nordique throwbacks that the Avalanche will wear. So I think that could definitely play a part also. But my personal feeling, do I want to see the Quebec Nordiques come back? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I want to see that happen. I really want to see that happen. It just makes sense. It makes sense from a fan standpoint. I mean, all of these pros, it makes sense to bring them back from this standpoint, from these 3 standpoints alone, to bring them back. But the NHL, I think, in the end, will look at the cons and say, yeah, why would we do that? Why would we put a team in Quebec City when we don't like their market size? Their market size, it's too small of a market. The bad Canadian dollar, and well, we're not really going to get any corporate sponsors or corporate advertising out of there. I honestly think they would. When it comes to corporate sponsorships or advertising, I think they could. But it's not just, and a lot of people they always lay it at the foot of Gary Bettman. It's not Gary's choice. It's not Gary who is making that fun. He is relaying the feeling of the other owners. The other owners do not want the Quebec Nordiques to come back. And again, it's, to me, it's sad because it's a great fan base. And again, all of the pros, 100% legit. The reason why they won't bring them back, the cons here, totally legit reasons too. So, but let me know what you guys think. What do you think in the comments? Do you want to see the Quebec Nordiques come back? Are you like me, who really wants to see them come back? Do you think that at some point the NHL will bring them back? $2 billion is a lot of money. Can somebody in Quebec afford that? I don't know. I mean, can Quebecor afford a $2 billion hit? Or in Canadian dollars, more than $2 billion? It's a lot of money. And yeah, I want to see it. I'd love to see it. Do you think they bring him back, or are the Quebec Nordiques dead, gone, buried for good? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And do you have any other pros or any other cons? I just figured I would put three up here, 3 of each up here, because I know there's probably more pros and more cons. I just thought, I'll limit it to 3. That's halfway decent. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you have any more pros as to why they should come back? Or do you have more cons as to why they won't come back? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button. Only takes a second. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Just takes a second. Just tap that little like button. It will, and it definitely helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button too. That would be fantastic. Tell all your friends about the channel. Word of mouth is fantastic. If you love hockey, content, any kind of hockey content, jerseys, hats, whatever. If it's hockey, I love talking about it. If you love that, the door to Larry's House of Hockey is always open. So hit that subscribe button. Also, share the video. Share this video. Share any video from the channel. Share the videos with as many people as you can. And hit that little notification bell too. That will notify you anytime future videos are uploaded. And yeah, I just thought this was something cool to look at, because this is something that's been kind of in the back of my head for a while that I've wanted to do, especially after finding out the possibility of this jersey coming back for the Colorado Avalanche's 30th anniversary. So again, let me know what you guys think. Do you have any more pros? Do you have any more cons as to why they should or should not come back? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video with everyone that you know. Again, the door to Larry's House of Hockey is wide open for everybody. So hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.